The holidays are supposed to be joyful, but for so many of us, they're also a reminder of who's missing. The music, the lights, the traditions that once felt comforting and brought joy now sting with memories we didn't ask to relive. So, how do we get through the season when our hearts are still healing? That's what we're talking about today. How to honor, remember, and still find moments of peace and joy in a season that can feel like anything but. Welcome back to Logan's Voice, the podcast that turns pain into purpose and awareness into action. I'm Doug, Logan's dad. If you're watching on YouTube, take a second to hit subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Every week, we talk about real stories behind the headlines, the ones that remind us that love doesn't end even when life changes forever. Today, we're leaning into something that's hard for all of us who've lost someone we love. How to face the holidays when the person you love isn't here. Once Halloween passes, it's like the world hits fast forward. Suddenly, it's all twinkling lights, cheerful music, and commercials filled with perfect families gathered around perfect tables. But if you're grieving, that kind of joy can feel like salt in an open wound. What used to bring comfort, like decorating the tree or baking cookies, wrapping gifts, can now feel unbearable. For those of us who've lost a child, a partner, or anyone to addiction or overdose, it's not just the holiday we miss. It's the future we imagined with them. Every carol and every tradition reminds us of the life that should still be happening. And even when we do show up for gatherings, there's often that silence. Nobody mentions their name. Nobody tells the old stories because they're afraid of causing pain. But here's the truth: silence hurts more than words ever could. We don't stop missing them when their name is spoken. We feel closer to them. And when others speak their name, they remind us that our loved one's life still matters. It's okay if you don't want to do things the same way this year. Grief changes the map. What was once familiar might now feel unbearable. Maybe that means skipping the big dinner. Maybe it means traveling somewhere new, or maybe it means lighting a candle instead of hanging a stocking. Traditions aren't meant to trap us, they're meant to remind us of love, and love can evolve. You have permission to create something new, to honor your loved one in ways that bring comfort instead of pain. Maybe that's cooking their favorite dish. Maybe it's donating to a charity in their name, or starting a small ritual of remembrance, like placing a photo ornament on the tree or sharing a favorite story around the table. The goal isn't to recreate what's gone, it's to make space for both the grief and the gratitude that coexist in the same heart. This part is hard to talk about, but it's real. When laughter sneaks in, when a song lifts your spirit, when you feel even a flicker of happiness, guilt often follows close behind. It whispers, "How can you smile when they're gone?" But here's the truth: joy is not betrayal, it's survival. Your loved one wouldn't want your life to be defined by their absence. Joy is how we carry them forward. It's how their love continues to shape the world through you. So if you find yourself laughing this season, let it happen. If you feel peace for even a moment, let it stay. That doesn't mean you've forgotten. It means your love has found a new way to keep breathing. The holidays are emotionally loaded, and that means boundaries aren't selfish, they're sacred. You don't owe anyone your presence at every gathering or your explanation for needing quiet time. If something feels too heavy, it's okay to step away. Protect your peace by setting limits that serve your healing. If you do attend an event, bring an ally with you, someone who understands your loss and can support you if emotions run high. Take breaks, step outside, breathe. Your well being is not up for debate this year. And remember, peace doesn't mean the pain is gone. Peace just means you're learning how to carry it differently. If you're surrounded by people who stay quiet out of fear, take the lead. Say their name first. Tell the story. It gives others permission to do the same. And when we speak their name, we keep them alive in the world. Their story continues. Their light still matters. You can even make it part of your holiday tradition. Light a candle, set a place at the table, or simply whisper a thank you for the love they gave you. This is how we honor, remember, and heal. Not by erasing their memory, but by weaving it into the present moment. If peace were sitting beside you this holiday season, what would it say? Would it tell you to slow down? To stop trying so hard to make the holidays look normal? Would it remind you that your loved one's presence hasn't vanished, only shifted? Let peace be that gentle voice that says you don't have to fix this. You only have to feel it and let love guide you through. If this episode spoke to your heart, share it with someone who's facing the holidays in grief. Visit logansvoice.org for resources, community support, and past episodes that remind us all that we are not alone. And remember, I am Logan's voice. I am Logan's dad, and I will not be silent.